Hi, this is Emily at the Kingsport Public Library, and today I'm going to walk you through getting started with Tennessee Reads and your Kindle e-reader. Here's what you'll need. You'll need your Kindle e-reader and then a separate device, either a tablet, a smartphone, or it could be a desktop computer, a PC, or a Mac. Your library card number and a Wi-Fi connection. And just so you know, your Kindle e-reader does need to be a model that can connect to Wi-Fi. If you have an older model that doesn't connect to Wi-Fi, we will be doing a different video for that. But for this walkthrough, we're focusing on Kindle e-readers that can connect to Wi-Fi. Up first, we are going to open your other device, not your Kindle e-reader, the other device. And you're going to go to your web browser. Then you're going to go to www.kingsportlibrary.org. And your web browser icon may look like any of the following. It could be Safari if you are using an Apple device. It could be Microsoft Edge if you're on a PC that is running a newer version of Windows. It could be Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, or even Internet Explorer. So I'm going to exit the slides so that I can walk you through on my computer. So since I'm using a Mac, I'm going to use Safari to connect to the internet. And in the bar up at the top, I'm going to put in www.kingsportlibrary.org. From here, we'll go to the Downloads tab. And you do have some options. You can either go over to the right to this little section about Overdrive, ebooks and audiobooks. You can click ebooks and audiobooks to the left, or you can just click Downloads. And then if you did click Downloads, you can click ebooks and audiobooks there in the middle. Okay, we're on the Tennessee Reads website. So we need to sign in with our library card. So we'll click Sign In. And if this is your very first time here, your library may not be selected, so you'll have to click in the drop-down menu and scroll all the way down to Kingsport Public Library and Archives. And then you'll type in your library card number, the whole number with no spaces. I'm going to pause the video while I type in my card number. Welcome back. I just entered my library card number and clicked Sign In. So now I am logged into the Tennessee Reads website. The very first thing that I like to do with people whenever I do a one-on-one tech session with them to set up Tennessee Reads, Overdrive, or Libby is to go into the settings and adjust the checkout period. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go to My Account, then Settings, and here in the middle you can see you can adjust all of the lending periods for all the different types of items that are available in Tennessee Reads. For your Kindle e-reader, the only item that you'll be able to send to your Kindle e-reader is an ebook. So that's the only one we're going to adjust. It is set to 14 days by default. If that's too short, you're not a very fast reader, go ahead and click 21 days, and that does save automatically. So let's go back to the main page of Tennessee Reads. Up at the top, there's the Tennessee Reads logo. You can click that and it'll take you back to the main page. And that's true for anywhere on the website. If you are deep in some search results for a certain subject and you want to get back to the main page, you can always do that with that logo up at the top. Now, when you want to search for books, from the main page, you have several options. You can scroll down and see some pre-made categories. Librarians at the regional and state level make these categories. If you don't know what you want to look, you don't know what book you want to read and you just want to, have some suggestions, those are available to you. Or if you go back up to the top, you can click subjects, and it does give you genres to look through. There's mystery, science fiction, romance, short stories. There's different nonfiction categories as well. So if you don't know what you want, but you have an idea of what you like, that's an option for you. There's also a selection of collections. And then, of course, there's always the search function. And you can access the search function and those subjects collections from anywhere on the website. But let's go back to the main page. So I'm going to click the logo again. Okay, so we're going to search for a book, a very specific book, because I know the title of this one. We're going to search for Little Fires Everywhere. And as you can see, here it is. Here is the ebook. You can tell the difference between an ebook and an audiobook because the ebook will have a little ebook symbol and say ebook, and the audiobook will have a little headphone symbol and say audiobook. So the ebook of Little Fires Everywhere, it is checked out. Just like the physical library, the digital library only has a limited number of copies per book. So if it's a really popular item, all of the copies may be checked out and you have to place a hold and be put on the wait list. So that's what I'm going to do now. So I'm going to click place a hold. And I've got a little pop-up here that says success. Your hold position is number 12 on 97 copies. I have previously put in an email address for this account on Tennessee Reads, so it did not prompt me because it already knows my email address. If it's your first time placing a hold, it will come up and ask you for your email address, and that's just so that it can let you know when that book becomes available. So I'm going to click the little X to get out of that, and now let's try to find a book that is available. Let's search. And this time let's search for an author. So let's search for J.D. Robb. And you have a full page of search results for the search term J.D. Robb. And then multiple pages in this case. So you can browse through, and maybe you've read a lot of J.D. Robb, and so you're looking for a specific title or maybe some that you haven't read. You can do that here. As you can tell, some will say waitlist, place a hold, and then the ones that are available, they have a little blue flag at the top that says available, and then instead of place a hold, it says borrow. So we're going to go ahead and borrow Connections in Death. And it comes up in a little pop-up, and it says you can borrow or you can cancel. So say you change your mind, you just realize you've read that one, you do have the option to cancel it here. We're going to go ahead and click borrow. Okay, it comes up with a few different options. For our Kindle e-readers, we do need to select Read Now with Kindle. And it is going to route me to Amazon. So I'm going to pause the video for just a moment and sign into my Amazon account. This would be where you do the same. You put in your email address and your password that are associated with the Amazon account that is linked to your Kindle e-reader. So I'm going to pause and sign in. Welcome back. I have just logged into Amazon using my Amazon login information. And now I've been brought to a web page that is essentially the listing for the ebook. But instead of saying add to cart or buy now, over on the right side, you have a yellow button that says get library book. And then below it, you have a drop-down menu where all of your Kindle devices for your household or any that you've had in the past, all of your Kindle devices are going to show up in this little drop-down menu. So be sure to click there and select the correct device. Now, if you're not sure what the name of your device is, unlock your Kindle, and up in the top left-hand corner, it should say the name of your Kindle. For example, Emily's Kindle 3 or something like that. And that way you know which one to select. So just select the correct device, and once you've done that, you'll click Get Library Book. And it says, thank you. Your digital library book will be delivered the next time the device syncs. So if that was just one of many books you wanted to check out to load to your Kindle, all you'd have to do is go back up to the top of your web browser and close the tab that you're on, the Amazon tab, and it will return you to Tennessee Reads. So then you could check out more books, and again, it would route you to Amazon. You would select which Kindle, and you would say Get Library Book, and it would, unfortunately, you do have to do it one at a time. But for now, we're going to pretend that that was the only one you needed because it is the same process for every ebook. So let's go back to the slides. Okay, grab your Kindle e-reader and unlock it. We're going to make sure it is connected to Wi-Fi. So up at the top right side of the screen, there will be a little Wi-Fi symbol, and you want to make sure it's filled in like it is here on the screen. If it's showing like just an outline of those little waves, then you aren't connected, and so we are going to have to do that. So if you're not connected to Wi-Fi, you'll select the menu button, which is 3 horizontal lines stacked on top of each other in the top right corner of your screen. Then select Settings, and then you'll select Wi-Fi Networks. Once you've selected Wi-Fi networks, you are going to get a little pop-up that will list all of the Wi-Fi networks within range of the device. And you're going to find the one that you want to connect to. Now, if your Wi-Fi network has a password, it'll show a little lock, and when you select it, you may be prompted to enter the password. Once you have successfully connected to the Wi-Fi network, X out of the little pop-up, and then you're going to select the home button, which is in the top left corner. It looks like a little house, and that should return you to your device's library. And your ebook will automatically download if you're on Wi-Fi, and it will just appear in the device's library or bookshelf. And then you just use it exactly the same way you would an ebook that you downloaded from Amazon or bought from Amazon. It'll behave in exactly the same way. Congratulations, you now know the basics of using Tennessee Reads with your Kindle e-reader. If you get stuck or need help loading ebooks to your Kindle e-reader, feel free to call the library at 423-224-2539 for assistance. Thank you. Have a great day.